Hey, beautiful souls. Welcome to LX TV, where flavor meets soul. My name is Annie B, and you read the caption. In today's video, we are making absolutely delicious Jamaican oxtails. Yes, Jamaican oxtail. When I say it's my favorite oxtail, Jamaican oxtail, listen, the Filipino kare kare comes second. But the Jamaican oxtail to me is the number one flavor. The oxtail was nice and tender. We have the butter beans. We have rice and pigeon peas and some turnip greens. Okay, nothing to it but to get into it. So here I am. I'm going to clean my oxtail to some cool water. And I'm going to go ahead and squeeze some lemon juice over it. You can clean it with your lemon juice, lime juice, or vinegar, whatever you have on deck, whatever it is that you want to use. Okay? Then we're going to drain that, and here I am seasoning with some salt, some seasoning salt, the complete seasoning, which is one of my favorite seasonings. You can also get it on Amazon. And then I have some allspice here, which I have to buy a new one, as you can see. Then I have some ground black pepper, onion powder. Yes, let's get these flavors going. All right, we have some garlic powder, ground ginger. You can also use fresh grated ginger if you would like to, but I do prefer the ground ginger in my stews. And then we have some paprika. Give that a good mix. Now, I am going to be browning my oxtail and brown sugar on the stove. But if that is not how you want to do it, you can add browning, which browning is made from doing this very thing. So it's a shortcut, and you can very well do that. All right, so as I'm letting my brown sugar essentially start to bubble up and burn in the oil, not too much now, you would just want it to get nice, dark and bubbly. Here I am just whipping up some greens. I have some sauteed onions, I have some tomato, and I'm using this new seasoning with this umami mushroom seasoning. It is so good. So good. I really like it. And I'm just using my typical seasoning. It's pretty much all the same seasonings you saw me use for the oxtail. Just going to saute those onions and tomato. Then I'm going to go ahead and add in my turnip greens. And I did buy the canned turnip greens. I really do like the canned greens because I cook so often. So it's like the one cheat that I absolutely love to do because the greens still taste really good. All right, so you can see how the brown sugar started to bubble up and turn dark, a dark hue in the oil. Then that's when you go ahead and add your oxtails. Brown them on both sides till it's nice and brown. Please keep in mind, I will have the recipe for this down in the description box below. So what you want to do, you want to do this in batches. And once you have some brown, you set it to the side, do some more, blah, blah, blah. Keep doing that. And then once you're all done, you're going to add it all back to your pot. Here I have some tomato, minced garlic, onion, bell peppers, Scotch bonnet pepper. I have my bay leaf and my thyme. And we're giving that a good mix. Look at that beautiful color. It looks good already. It looks good already. And now we're going to add water to just cover the oxtail. We're going to let that come to a boil. And then we are going to cover the stove. Okay? And there I am making my rice. I already cleaned my rice. I'm adding in some pigeon peas. Or in Jamaica, we call them gunga peas. All right? Then I'm adding my thyme. A Scotch bonnet. Now, it's not cut, so just going to add, infuse some flavor into the rice. And I added some coconut milk, and we're just going to let the rice do its thing. Here I am turning the stove down on low on the oxtail. Cover it. Let that do its thing until the oxtail is tender. Your rice, once the rice starts to absorb most of the water, you cover it with foil. Turn it down on low. Cook for 15 to 20 minutes, and voila. Delicious rice. Came out very, very good. All right. Now you see all that excess oil. I'm going to remove that and we'll be left with a nice gravy. I'm adding in some carrots. I'm adding in my butter beans. And I did drain the butter beans for this particular recipe. And then look at that gravy we're left with. So you want to make sure you let the oxtail cook in that oil because the oil helps it to become nice and tenderized. And then you go ahead and you remove the oil, stir it all up, and look what you're left with. Beautiful gravy. Look at that gravy. Ugh, you can't tell me nothing. This came out so good. The meat was full off the bone. The flavor was explosive and bold. So good. It pairs very well with the rice and pigeon peas and the turnip greens. It just was just perfect. Perfect dinner idea. If you love oxtail, I think you'll truly enjoy Jamaican oxtail if you haven't made it yourself. Definitely make it yourself. Trust me when I tell you. This recipe will not disappoint you whatsoever. One of my fave meals to eat, and I don't eat it often, so when I do, it's definitely a treat, garnished with some cilantro. You guys, this was so good. I thank you all for tuning in. I appreciate every single one of you. Yes, I do. Let me know down in the comments below if you would order this if you went to a restaurant. Okay, let me know. You guys know I love you to let me know that. Let me know what you think of the plating. Let me know what you think of the recipe. God bless you all, of course, and peace.